Hello everyone, I'm Manoj from SAP SD by Manoj Tony. I'm back with another new session of SAP SD. This session is dedicated for mock interview. If you have not subscribed our channel yet, make sure you subscribe and share this video. This will motivate us a lot. Click on bell icon to get time to time notification from our channel. Hi Venkat.
Hi.
I'm Manoj from MT Technology. This call is regarding technical discussion. So Venkat, is it right time to discuss?
Yes, absolutely right time. Can go.
Okay. So Venkat, please brief me about your work experience.
I'm working as a SAP consultant, having 4+ of years of SAP SD consulting experience out of 7 years of overall experience. I have involved in 2 implementation project, 2 support project, and in 1 plant rollout project. Coming to my domain experience, I have experience in pre-sales, sales, business development, project sales, and operation. Then coming to my education, I have done my MBA in marketing and completed my bachelor in computer application.
Okay, great. So Venkat, how good you are in OTC process?
Yeah, I'm very good at OTC process. In both of my implementation project, I have implemented OTC.
Please let me know about your business flow in current project.
In current project, we have a business flow, right? From starting from inquiry, we have to create the inquiry document. Then after we have to create a quotation. As per the quotation, we have to create the order. Then we have to create the delivery, and we have a POD activation for that region. We have to first we have to acknowledge the POD. Then after we have to create the invoice. This is the standard process. But for specific customer, we deal with like government customers are there. So for a government customer, we have a new sales document type, and through the sales document type, we'll creating the sales order. But here the quotation is mandatory. Then we'll create the order, delivery, POD, and invoice.
Okay. So what about STO process in GST?
First, we'll create the stock transport order. Then we'll create the outbound delivery. Then we have to issue the goods. Then after we create the outbound invoice. Then in the receiving side of the plant, we have to do the PGR, post goods receipt. Then you have to create the inbound invoice of GST.
So what is the T code for inbound invoice?
And that is J1_1IG_INV.
Okay. So why inbound invoice is required? Why we do inbound invoice?
Because we have done the plant to plant transfer over here, so we have paid the tax. So we have to take the input for the supplying plant for that region.
Okay. So what is the T code for STO delivery?
VL10D.
Okay. So can we create return order more than invoice quantity?
Yes, we can create.
Suppose my invoice quantity is 10 and user is creating return sales order for 15 quantity. So this is a wrong process. Now I want to restrict. How to do this?
We have a message number 229. Through that we can achieve. We have to set it as an error message. Then we can achieve it.
Okay. So if order has been deleted, then how to know the username who has deleted this order?
There is a program RVSD 100 or RVCSD 100. I'm not sure, but from these both program, one would be the right one. Through that we can able to see who has been deleted it.
Okay. So what is the T code for listing the block document?
That is VKM1.
What is the T code to see list of incomplete document?
V.02.
Apart from this, do you have any T code for incomplete
Yeah,
document?
V.05 also you can see.
Okay. So can you explain one critical issue which you have faced in your current project?
Yes, in current project we are facing a critical issue. Just now we have faced one critical issue, that is stock is not getting confirmed. Even though stock is available, the ticket was assigned to us. So I have discussed with the core user, and I then after I checked in the MMB whether the stock is available or not. That stock was available. Then again I checked in Material Master the safety stock label. The safety stock label was maintained. Then even though that was maintained, I again checked it in the OVZ9 whether that safety stock is included for the consumption or not. That was so there was no problem in the safety stock. And then after I checked whether order has been blocked for credit or not. So it was not blocked for the credit. Again, I have checked the whether there is any user mistake, like the plant and storage location is entered correctly or not. It was also correct. Then I had gone to the MD04 and checked whether any is there any open order, open delivery, or open PO is there or not. And I found some open quantity of the sales order in that order has, but that sales order has been deleted by a by some user. For that reason, I have executed one program in AC38, that is SDR QCR 21. Then I updated the same thing. So that was the main issue.
Okay. Venkat, here I have one question. If order is blocked for the credit, then a system will not confirm the quantity in schedule line. Where is the control?
In PR, we have a requirement that is 101.
Okay. Then what is the accounting entries when you do the PG?
During the PGA, the accounting entries, cost of goods sold account will be debited and the inventory account will be credited.
Do you have any idea how inventory account determined?
Yes, I have idea. It is MN side Tico, that is YB, OBYC. In that we have BSX and GBB. BSX is for the inventory account and GBB is for the cost account, cost of goods sold account.
What is the T code? What you told that? What was the T code?
OBYC.
Okay. Please explain third party process.
Third party process is normally a company does whenever the company does trading of the material, or in case there is a shutdown of the plant or machine due to machinery breakage and all, company may procure the product from the third party and third party vendor and sell do the trading of that material or sell that material to the customer. But the main crux over here is in the third party process, the vendor will deliver the material to the customer, not the plant. The process starts over here. A customer will give an order, so order will be created, and in this sales order, PR number will be generated. So we have to go to the change mode of the sales order and take the PR. From with the reference with the PR, then we have to create the purchase order. After creating the purchase order, we have to send the purchase order to the vendor. So with respect to the purchase order, vendor will send the material to the customer. After sending the material to the customer, either the vendor will send an invoice to the plant or he'll send a delivery challenge to the plant. If a vendor is sending an invoice to the plant, that process is called Miro, that is without shipping notification. If it is sending a delivery challenge, that is the shipping notification he is sending to the plant, that process is called MIGO. So we have item category over here, that is TAS, and schedule line is CS.
Okay. So what is the role of billing quantity?
Through the billing quantity, it will copy the quantity from Migo or from Miro or Migo, whatever it may be. It will copy the quantity to the invoice.
So where we maintain billing quantity?
In copy control. In copy control.
So in sales order, in third party process, when we create sales order, system will generate purchase requisition automatically. So where is the control?
In schedule line CS, we have order type NB. Through the order type NB, system will create the PR automatically in the background of the sales order.
So what is the movement type for third party?
There is no movement of goods in third party.
Okay. So I want to delete multiple delivery at a time. How to do this?
So through the T code BKM3, you can do it.
Yes, with BKM3. So Venkat, have you worked on any enhancement?
Yes, I have worked on in many enhancement.
Can you please explain one enhancement?
Yeah, just for the current client, we did enhancement that the system should not allow to create the invoice in the past or future date, right? So for that reason, we have to take the T code. We have to give the T code that is VF01. The program name we have to give that is RV60AFZZ. So there is no standard user for this. For that reason, we have requested for a new exit to develop. So there are two parameters over here. One is the billing date, another is billing creation date. So the logic we have to give over here from the table VVRK, you have to take the field name that is FKDAT, and from the VVSM VVRK table, you have to take the billing creation date is ERDAT. So the logic is if FKDAT is greater than ERDAT, then system will throw a message that the invoice is in future date. And if the FKDAT is lesser than ERDAT, then system will throw a error message that the invoice is in the past date.
Okay, here billing date, uh, your billing creation date exceeded your billing date, then system will throw error message, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So from which table you will get the billing date and billing creation date?
As I told, it is from the VVRK table.
Okay. So Venkat, I know program name. I want to know this program is applicable for which transaction. Suppose sales order program is MV45AFZZ. So that program is applicable for which T code? How to know this? Which T
Applicable for
code will
which
use?
T code?
Yes.
I'm not able to recall this.
Okay, leave it. Then what are the parameters that you can see in FD32?
We can see overview, address, central data, status, payment history.
Okay, where you maintain credit limit or credit risk category for customer?
In FD32 only.
Okay.
And generally, it is defined by the FI consultant.
Okay. So Venkat, what are the changes in S4HANA? Any idea?
Yes, I have idea. So in ECC, what we are doing, we are creating customer master and vendor master separately. But coming to HANA, we are creating BP, business partner over here. So no requirement of create
Okay.
separate customer master and vendor master. Under the BP role only, you have to create the role for it. So, and another major changes in credit management. If come to credit management, it is in S4 HANA, it is FSCM, and FD30 screen is totally absolute over here. Then in
Okay.
ECC, we had simple credit check along with the automatic credit check, but in HANA, there is no simple credit check, only automatic credit check, because in simple credit check, we have no risk category assignment over there, and not a single company they
Okay,
used to
Venkat.
do. Yeah.
Okay, Venkat. What is the table for pricing in S4HANA?
It is PRCD underscore elements.
Okay. So do you have KONB table in S4HANA?
Yes, we have.
Why? If
That is
PRCD underscore element is there, then why KONB table is
for the
required
data
in?
dependency.
Okay. So what is the full form of BR plus?
That is business rule framework plus.
Okay. So how to allocate? Here my requirement is how to allocate same number as customer number and business partner number. Any idea?
Yeah, we have a BP grouping. We have to check the BP grouping, and but here we have to mandatorily make the number ranges should be external for the same.
Okay. So we have some check, right? Where we have to check same.
Yes, yes, that BP grouping that we have to check it's.
Yes. So Venkat, do you have any knowledge about the customer vendor integration in BP?
Yes, I have.
Okay, great. So where do you maintain risk category in credit limit in S4HANA?
In BP itself.
How to extend customer from one sales area to another sales area in S4HANA?
We have to go to the BP sales area, then we have to click the switch sales area and put the new sales area, and we have to create it.
So you have to switch to another sales area, right? In BP, we are having option.
Correct.
Okay. So what is the T code to block customer master in S4HANA?
Same BP. In BP you can block.
Do we have XT05 in S4HANA?
No.
Yes. So how you send IDOCS through program?
Through program, I have never come across with this situation.
Okay. What is the T code for credit master in S4HANA?
That is UKM_BP.
Come again.
UKM_BP.
That is sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay. So requirement is while creating customer master, if GSTIN number is same for two customer, then system should give error message while creating customer master. Now here I want to restrict the GSTIN number duplication because one customer must have one GSTIN number. So if GSTIN number is same for multiple customer, then system should give error message. So how to do this?
So we have to go for enhancement because in standard it is not possible.
In standard, it is not
It is
possible.
not possible. Yes, as per my knowledge, it is not possible in standard.
Any idea how to do this? Means how to give the FS?
So we have to take that where we are maintaining the GSTN number. So we have to take that field.
Okay.
To give the logic.
So what is the function module to create invoice through IDOC?
IDOC output underscore invoice.
Can you please repeat it again?
IDOC output invoice.
Okay. So what is the structure of IDOCs?
The structure of IDOC is control record, data record, and status record.
What is the table for status record?
EDIDS.
ED?
EDIDS.
Okay. Invoice has been created through IDOC. We can get IDOC numbers. How we can get IDOC number from invoice number?
If the invoice has been created through IDOC, then we can check in VF02 itself. We will get a number, IDOC number. VF02, change mode VF02.
Where will get in VF02?
In document flow, you can check it.
Document flow, you will not get any IDOC number. In VF02, we are having one option.
That is our check relation. We have any check relation we have.
Yes, that is check relation. So where we check open sales value in S4HANA, just in FD32, we go to extras and we are getting that open sales value. But in S4HANA, where we'll get this open sales value?
We have to go to UKM_BP, then we have to check, we have to go for the BP role UKM000. And in UKM000, we have to go to the information, then we will get all the values.
Apart from UKM_BP, is there any other way to check that sales value?
I have not checked it, but in BP role I have checked UKM000. In UKM_BP, I have to go BP role, and by UKM000 I have checked in that only.
Okay. So one term of payment is there. Can I use that term of payment for both customer and vendor?
Yes, we can.
So okay, so my requirement is what? I don't want to use their term of payment for customer. So how to give solution to the client?
Simply, we have to go to the terms of payment. We have a two box, customer and vendor. So if you want to restrict customer, then you want to check the customer. You have to check only the vendor. Then it will give a restriction to the customer.
Okay. So Venkat, do you have any question?
Yes, I have a questions like as I got to face some HANA questions over here. I feel there is some HANA requirement. So if I'll be selected for this position, then whether I'll be recruited for the ECC project or HANA project.
So Bangkok, exactly, I am not sure, but definitely you may get opportunity to work with S4HANA because you are having exposure on S4HANA, or else
Okay,
they will be deputed to ECC.
okay. So whether it is implementation or support project.
Uh, till now, I am not sure, but as per my knowledge, it is an implementation project.
Okay, great. So
So
that's
if you like to reach me, then you find below communication details. So I'll be available on this. So guys,
okay.
if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, then please like this video. If you have not subscribed yet our channel, make sure you will subscribe this channel, and please click on bell icon to get time to time notification from our channel. And thank you so much for watching this video.